What's up, everybody? Welcome to Best Massage Tech, where today I'm taking a look at the Compex Fixx 2.0. So Compex is a company that is primarily known for their muscle stimulation devices. However, I did recently review their compression recovery boots, the Compex Ayre, and while I was purchasing that, I went ahead and bought a couple other products of theirs, with the Compex Fixx 2.0 being one of those. I had previously reviewed their 1.0 version of this device and wasn't honestly a huge fan, but Compex continues to be a popular brand outside of the United States, so I get a lot of questions about their devices on my channel, and so it was certainly time that I take a look at their second generation version of this massage gun. So in today's video, I'll start by taking a look at what comes with this device out of the box. We'll take a look at some of the specifications and features, and then I will provide my final thoughts at the end of the video. So everything that comes with the Fixx 2.0 does come inside of the included carrying case. This is what it looks like. You've got the Compex branding on the front of it. It does have a handle, although the handle does not have any sort of rubber grip on it. You've got some blue accent that runs along the zipper, and then it does only have one zipper. The zipper does have a little bit of branding on it as well here. Now, this case is a nice rigid case, so it's definitely going to protect your device. So everything comes inside this, and inside the case you get the device itself, which looks like this. It does come with an attachment head on it already. So this is what that looks like. Then you also get 5 attachment heads total. So on it here I have the small ball attachment. So this is a really firm rubber ball attachment. So this does not have really any give to it whatsoever, but it does also include a larger ball that does have some give. So this is sort of like a closed cell foam. It has quite a bit of give to it. Then you have what I'll call sort of a marshmallow attachment. They call it a cylinder, I think, but this has a little bit of give to it as well, but it's about the same softness as the previous ball that I just showed. Then you have a wedge attachment that also is soft. This is again, closed cell soft foam. And then the last one is a cone attachment, which is also soft. Now, all these attachments do quickly and easily come off of here. So you just twist them and pull them. They've got a little bit of a sort of like a locking device to them. So I'll just switch on to the larger ball here. On the inside here, there's just some little thing there you line up. You can twist it back on there. So moving on to everything else that comes with this out of the box though, it does come with 2 removable batteries. So this is what those look like. In order to change the battery, on the bottom of the device, there's just a button. You can just press the button and the battery pops out. So it comes with 2 of those removable batteries. You also get a charging stand for your battery. So this just goes in it like that, and you plug it in the wall and charge it. Now, the charger also comes with a couple different international adapters. So mine came with the US wall plug in it. It also comes with a European wall plug, a UK plug, and an Australian plug. So 3 different things there. Then the last thing you get is just a little quick start guide. This is really not much information at all. It's just got a quick little diagram on one side, and then the other side, it's just really tells you how to turn it on and how to charge it. There's really not much else on there other than some safety instructions. If you want the full instruction manual, you actually have to go online and search for it. So I couldn't find how to actually adjust the speeds on this initially. So I did have to Google to find their full instruction manual. If I can find that link again quick, I will include that in the description below just in case anybody is looking for that. So that is everything that comes with this device out of the box. Now this device is a device that has an adjustable arm on it. So if you press this button here, you can adjust it to 3 different angles, which is nice. And the other thing that I like to look at with these devices is the stroke length and the stall force. So this is advertised to have a 16 millimeter stroke length and a 40-pound stall force. From measuring the stroke length on this, which that's going to be the distance that this massage head moves back and forth, I can confirm that it does have a 16 millimeter stroke length, which is awesome. I love devices that have a longer stroke length. Typically, some of the lower ones in the 10 to 12 millimeters feel a little bit more vibrational to me. So something that's 14 to 16 really does give a nice little punch and gives you that true percussive feeling. Now, the other thing that I look at initially when I take a look at devices here is the stall force. So again, they advertise this to be a 40-pound stall force. I found that it sort of gets to that point, but a lot of the lower speeds, it's just no stall force on it at all almost. So I'll show that here in a second, but I do want to just talk about turning the device on and adjusting the speeds on it. So to power this device on, you do just have a power switch on the top of it. Now the thing with this is that it's pretty difficult to move this. The first few times I was trying to use it, I actually had to take my fingernail to slide it. As you start to use it a little bit more, it starts to loosen up. So you just slide that up. And then on the back side here, you see you've got a number. So this is going to be your battery life indicator, which is the colored lights around it. And then you can adjust the speed by cranking this dial. So that's the first speed there. So again, this is a 5-speed device. So this is the first speed. It's going to be 1,000 percussions per minute. In order to change the speeds, then you just continuously rotate this in a clockwise direction. So here's the second speed. This is 1,500 percussions per minute. Third speed is 2,000 percussions per minute. Fourth speed, 2,500. And then the fifth speed is 3,000 percussions per minute. Now, once you keep rotating past 5, it's going to go off to the off position back to 0. So in order to show the stall force here, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at sort of this 90-degree angle. And I'm just going to show each individual speed. And before I actually show the stall force, I will say that when I was testing this, I had a few different results when I was testing it. So sometimes it would completely stall and turn off. Sometimes it would start to actually skip speeds on the back side of it. So I don't know if I have a fully faulty device or if it's just something because I am trying to stall it. And I'm going to actually try to show this with some practical purposes. Normally I'll just push my hand on it. But with these, I'm actually going to just show like I'm able to stall it on my body on some of these lower speeds. So here's the first speed here. Again, this is 1,000 percussions per minute. I'm able to stall this basically just setting it on my body there. So that's the first speed. Second speed. Again, they advertise this as a 40-pound stall force. So, I mean, I'm certainly stopping this with about 5 pounds of stall force here on these low speeds. Third speed here. Able to stop it still. Fourth speed. And so there's where fourth speed, it completely turned off right when I applied some pressure with my hand there. So if that does happen, you can just turn it off, turn it back on, and it lights back up. So let's put it back up to the fourth speed here. So I would say that's maybe 20 pounds of stall force before it's turning off on me. And then I'll go all the way up to the fifth speed here. So a little bit more there. Just do it one more time here just to show it. Fifth speed. So a little bit frustrating there. I wouldn't say that it's actually 40 pounds of stall force there. Again, you shouldn't really be having to push that hard on it when you are massaging. You should be only just kind of floating it over your body. However, when I typically get into like my glutes and my quads, I was actually able to stall this just with pressing on my leg. And maybe I'll just show that here quick just to prove that. I'll stand up in front of the camera. So here it is just on my hip. So, you know, I like to get a little aggressive and dig into some of those parts of my body. So a little bit disappointing there. They advertise it as 40. I'd say on the low speeds, it's much, much less than that, probably about 5 to 10. And then once you get up to that fifth speed, it's probably about 30 to 35 maybe. But you really can't push against it. Just the motor just shuts off and turns off. So that's what the stall force looks like. Again, it is a 16mm stroke length. This is not a Bluetooth compatible device at all, so you don't have an app or anything that you can control it with. You just kind of have to go off what you feel. Again, it's got the 3 different angles of adjustment. So you have sort of this acute angle, a little bit more than 90 degrees. So the shape of this is just a little bit angled. And then lastly, it does go pretty close to vertical there. And this is great when you are trying to work on like your legs or if you're trying to get to your shoulders. I really like the acute angle if you're trying to get into your shoulders. So, you know, great that it's adjustable. I also really like the handle design on this because you can grip it here, you can grip it here, you can grip it here. It does kind of have a very similar design to the Theragun, but Theragun has a patent on the triangle design, so this is a little bit of a workaround on that. It just gives you some extra angles that you can grab the device by, specifically this bottom part that allows you to really reach farther back on your back. So plus on the design there, I did mention earlier that it does have a removable battery, and it does come with 2 of these batteries. So they do recommend that you fully charge these batteries before first use. It does take about 1.5 to 2 hours to fully charge one of these batteries. Each of these batteries has a battery life of about 1 to 1.5 hours, and that's going to vary depending on what speed and what amount of pressure you're applying against it. So total between the two, you've got 3 hours of battery life, but with only one battery going in there at a time, you can hopefully have the other one on the charger at all times and really just constantly have a charged battery. So I love devices that have the removable battery because it just does give you that extra little constant charge. And also, if something ever happens to the battery, you don't have to just toss the device. You can just get a new battery. So the noise on this device, as you guys probably heard a little bit there at the beginning, it is a little bit louder. So on the low speeds, I measured it to be around 58 decibels. And then the highest speeds, it's around 74 decibels. And that's really not a surprise to me. Just with it being adjustable, you're gonna have just more moving parts and more things that can vibrate in there. So the weight of this is just over 2 pounds. I measured it about 2 pounds, 14 ounces. The price on this is currently $400 on Compex's website. However, when I did a quick Google search, I could actually find the price ranging anywhere from $275 all the way up to $500 on some websites. So again, currently $400 on Compex's website. That does include a 2-year warranty if you buy it directly from Compex. I don't know how the warranty is going to be impacted if you buy it from other places, but just know that there is some cheaper prices out there. I will include a link in the description if you're interested in buying it. I'll include a little bit of a coupon code there as well. Overall, I really like the design of this. I think that the handle on it is just a great little extra thing that helps you get a bunch of different angles. I love that it's adjustable. The adjustability is honestly something that a lot of people probably don't use, but it's just a great feature to have if you're looking to do different parts of your body, especially your back. I love that it comes with 2 batteries and that those batteries are removable. And I love that it's got that 16mm stroke length. Just able to get a nice aggressive, punch with each of those massage hits. So something that I really like there. In terms of some things that I maybe think they could work on or improve, this power button is just really hard to move. Like here it's on right now, and I can't even get it to slide, barely. I have to kind of really get my finger behind it there. The speed dial is not the easiest thing to move. You basically have to like pull it back and put your whole hand on it, just compared to some of them that are a touch screen or just a button that you can press. The dial's just a little bit inconvenient. The stall force on it, again, just not something that I think is as advertised. Again, I'm just gonna show like on this first speed here, like if I wanted to go my shoulder, like it just turns off here basically. So, I wish the stall force was higher there. The instructions would be the last thing that I think this little card is basically pointless. The fact that you have to Google the full instruction manual to figure out what the speeds are and how to adjust it. I couldn't necessarily figure out how to adjust the speeds, and maybe that's just user error, but it was a little bit like hard to rotate this, so I wasn't sure if I should rotate it at first. So just some feedback there that I think could be improved. But overall, if you can find this for that cheap price of $275, I think that's a good value. If you don't care so much about the stall force, if you like a longer stroke length, it could be a good option for you. But the fact that it does stall so easily is probably the biggest turnoff for me, and something that I probably won't continue to use this, but I just want to share all those details because obviously everyone's personal preference in massage is different. So if you guys have specific questions about the Fixx 2.0, go ahead, drop it in the comments down below. I'll do my best to answer those. If you like videos like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. I've got new reviews on products like this all the time. I'm gonna have, I think, one more Compex product that I'll be reviewing in the near future. It'll be their mini massage gun like this. But otherwise, that is the Compex Fixx 2.0. That's a review. Enjoy your recovery.